This presentation is based on the article Development of a Personality in Early and Middle Adulthood, Set Like Plaster or Persistent Change. Many contemporary personality psychologists believe that there are 5 basic dimensions of personality, often referred to as the Big 5 personality traits. Here on the slide you can see these are depicted through openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. With personalities high on openness, they would be curious, wide range of interests, and very independent. Conscientiousness, hardworking, dependable, organized. An extrovert, outgoing, warm, seeks adventure. Agreeableness is very helpful, trusting, empathetic. And neuroticism would be high in anxiety, unhappy, prone to negative emotions. McCrae and Costa 1996 5-factor theory asserts that personality traits arise exclusively from biological causes, i.e. genes, and they reach full maturity in early adulthood, right around 30 years of age. Thus, this theory predicts little or no change on any personality dimension after early adulthood. On the other hand, contextual theory postulates that personality changes during different life periods, and in some dimensions, different changes for men and women. Social roles, life events, and social environments change during the life course. The 3 most important social role domains that undergo changes in early and middle adulthood are work, marriage, or partnership, and parenting. Change is complex and ongoing, owing to the many factors that can affect personality traits. In this study, Sanjay, Gosling, and Potter set out to understand how personality traits change in early middle adulthood by examining the Big 5 personality trait dimensions. They're particularly interested in examining whether change on all the Big 5 dimensions stops or slows in middle adulthood as predicted by the 5-factor theory, or whether change is ongoing and differentiated as predicted by the contextualist theories. Participants in the study were part of the Gosling-Potter Internet Personality Project. There were 132,515 participants. 54% were female, 46% male, between the ages of 21 and 60. 4.5% were Asian, 3% Black, 2% Latino, 2% Middle Eastern, 86%, 110,004, were white, and 4% declined to say. To measure the Big 5 personality dimensions, the authors used the Big 5 inventory. The data came from a non-commercial advertisement-free website, www.outofservice.com, that contains personality measures as well as several games, quizzes, and questionnaires for entertainment purposes, and a second website called Find Your Star Wars Twin, based on the Big 5 personality test. The authors examined the 2 versions of the plaster hypothesis by testing whether age slopes after age 30 are different from 0, which would be a hard plaster, and by comparing age slopes after age 30 to those before age 30 for a soft plaster. The hard plaster hypothesis asserts that there should be no age effects on any Big 5 dimension after age 30. As you can see, the following tables clearly indicate a substantial difference from 0 after age 30, which is a clear rejection of the hard plastic hypothesis. The slope for conscientiousness shows an increase from 0.31 for men and 0.26 for women. Agreeableness increased significantly from ages 31 to 60. Neuroticism yielded different results for men and women. For men, results from 31 to 60 were not significantly different from 0, which was consistent with the hard plaster theory. However, women declined consistently in neuroticism. Openness slopes for both men and women were slightly changed after age 30. Extroversion decreased significantly for women. However, for men, change was insignificant. Addressing sampling and cohort concerns. There were two basic areas of concerns the authors address: utilization of cross-sectional design versus longitudinal design, and the use of internet sources. According to the authors, the data findings in their report are in line with previously published longitudinal studies, and they were fairly confident that the sampling they used was adequate. Regarding the utilization of internet sources, the authors were assured that using the two websites' recruiting strategies supplied them with the adequate data in order for them to obtain the information they needed. Two areas they did not address that I had a little bit of a concern with was the overutilization of the white population. There wasn't a good cross-section of race. And the other issue that concerned me was that I didn't see any data regarding the number of participants over 30 and the number under 30, so that I could see and determine whether or not there was a heavily reliance on one age or the other. Rejection of the plaster theory and its implications. Overall, the authors discovered a general lack of evidence of the plaster hypothesis and considerable evidence that contradicted it. The hard plaster theory implies that all big 5 dimensions develop in the same way. The evidence clearly indicates a difference in dimension development, and in some cases, a stark difference between men and women.